Happy Sunday to you. Taking a live look outside this time at Coors Field. Man, this weather that we're going to have this week has me itching to see the Rockies. Not yet, but I want to. Good morning. I'm Lawrence Cafidi. Let's send things on over to Weather Impact meteorologist Carly Cassidy. Carly, you know, after seeing this 7-day, I'm feeling a little bit sick. I don't know if I'm going to be better till next Saturday.
So you may not want to say that too loud. I think this is being recorded. You said it first, not me. But yes, some great days to get outside. You're just going to also have to bear with the wind. So the wind not going away completely just yet, but thankfully it won't be as bad as what we were talking about yesterday. Plenty of sunshine out there. Have a few of those high clouds streaming overhead, but a beautiful day to get outside. 30 degrees, how we're starting things off this morning, right where we should be for this time of the year. And then as we go throughout today, warming things up. Right back to the 50s by lunchtime, upper 50s, low 60s for this afternoon. Our average is 58 for this time of the year, so also right where we should be for this time of the year. Upper 50s, low 60s for a good portion. Then we got the 20s, 30s, 40s in the high country, and 60s there along the western slope, also down to the southwest corner. So temperature-wise, not bad. I would still keep an extra layer around though, because the wind, that will make a difference. We've got plenty of sunshine and mostly dry skies out there. Had a few flakes and flurries flying into the early morning hours. That has since really dried up, and then just some cloud cover hanging to the west, and a few will shift and kind of pass on by for today. That wind that is mainly and the strongest off towards the north, just on the other side of the state. Also that red flag warning, that's the elevated fire danger. Yes, we had this yesterday. Yes, still going to be the case, even though technically no watch warning in place. We still have the impact and also the concern. So no outdoor burning. And if you take a look here at the date and also the time, that goes through tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So all of these conditions still staying in place even as we go throughout the week, because we were talking about the 70s, talking about the 80s. So we'll talk more about all those details coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Carly. An update on the man Aurora police say was killed after someone shot him in his apartment. This morning, APD is investigating it as a homicide. It happened on Adriatic Drive just after 10 Friday night. Investigators say a downstairs neighbor heard some commotion, then went upstairs where they found the man with a gunshot wound. He was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Police have not yet provided any information on a suspect. New this morning, a woman is in jail in connection to the death of her elderly mother. 76-year-old Levon Hoff was attacked by dogs last month after being left alone in her home. Her daughter, Jessica Hoff, faces charges of criminal negligence resulting in death and multiple counts of animal cruelty. Investigators say Levon, who had dementia and required round-the-clock care, was attacked after being left alone while her daughter ran errands. Pueblo County authorities recovered 54 dogs and 7 birds from the property, and a second location had many animals reportedly living in unsanitary conditions. Jessica is booked at the Pueblo County Jail. This morning, more information released by New Mexico police after a mass shooting left 3 teens dead and 15 others injured. This happened around 10 o'clock Friday night during an unsanctioned car show in Las Cruces. Investigators say 2 different groups got into a fight, and then that escalated into a shooting. A 19-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old were killed. The people injured were between the ages of 16 and 36.
As soon as the first shot, people started yelling, people started running. Like everyone, the whole group just ran towards the park.
50 shots were fired. Police say that created a huge crime scene to go through. Police have been concerned over violence in that park before. No arrests have been made yet. This morning, the search is off for 3 missing boaters, including 2 children in Jacksonville, Florida. This is a story we first told you about yesterday. According to a statement from the Coast Guard, they're suspending the search until they get new information. Crews responded to a call of a capsized boat in the St. Johns River around 8 Friday night with multiple people in the water. 4 people who were found on the overturned boat were rescued. Crews were told 4 other people were still missing, which prompted the search efforts. First responders found 1 person dead near the boat, but the others are still missing this morning, 3 of them. The Coast Guard said no one aboard the 18-foot boat was reportedly wearing a life jacket. Members of the House and Senate will be back in Washington tomorrow after a congressional recess. This past week has been busy and often tense for many of them. Both Republican and Democratic leaders hosted town halls in their home districts, flooded with angry constituents. Many Colorado lawmakers, like Republicans Lauren Boebert and Gabe Evans, have been criticized for not holding any town halls. Last week, protesters were escorted out of a town hall hosted by Democratic Senator Michael Bennet. A lot of voters are angry about the federal layoffs, others over Trump's cabinet picks. At Bennett's town hall, one woman said that he and other Dems are not doing enough.
It really doesn't seem like there's a plan. I know that you say that we are the founders and we are the leaders, but come on, I feel like you're talking pretty.
We followed up with Bennett after that town hall, and we asked him if Democrats have a plan to push back on the Trump administration's actions. He told us it's clear they need to develop a better one. Whiplash for a lot of federal workers. Weeks after layoffs hit the Veterans Affairs office in Colorado, some former workers say they got a call from their former bosses asking them to come back to the office. According to our news partners at the Denver Gazette, some were even promised back pay for the time that they were out of office. Sources say the news was announced at a town hall meeting on Friday morning. This comes after a ruling from a federal judge that these probationary employees, which are often newer to the roles and they have less job protections, can only be fired for actual performance reasons. New this morning, FBI Director Kash Patel is planning a major cutback to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. 3 people who have been briefed on the plan say Patel has outlined plans to move as many as 1,000 ATF agents to the FBI. Patel also serves as the acting director of the ATF. The move would cut ATF agents by more than a third. The agency has roughly 2,600 agents and more than 5,000 employees. Spokespeople for the FBI and the Justice Department have not responded to requests for comment. Also, the people in charge of handling complaints within the immigration systems are out of a job this morning. The Department of Homeland Security is cutting staff at its civil rights and oversight offices. Those offices also handle issues like green cards and citizenship application processing. They've served as internal watchdogs and they advocate on behalf of the immigrants. However, the Trump administration considers it a roadblock to immigration enforcement.